Police just confirmed a 26-year-old man was killed here this afternoon around 2 o'clock, and a 32-year-old man who was also shot today is in surgery right now fighting for his life. It's especially difficult for parents with young teens. They have cell phones, iPads, laptops. Social media is a massive part of their life. And we also know that he was having an affair with another woman, got that woman pregnant. The stress of that was building. Then Connie was murdered. Caitlin Clark is in Connecticut, but she's not the only reason a lot of these seats are going to be filled. The Sun are 9-1, the best record in the WNBA. Just like the Chiefs and the Eagles, who get 2 weeks to prepare for the game on Sunday, these guys have been preparing too. They're hoping to make a whopping 7,000 wings. Thanks for joining us for Eyewitness News at 11 o'clock. I'm Dylan Fearon. We start with developing news tonight, a community in mourning. Kimberly, the world wants to know why. Stepmom Kimberly Sullivan has a little more walking room today thanks to metal barriers, but she could still hear the public's anger.
Say something. Crazy woman. You know what you did.
A passionate debate in the courtroom. The state arguing Sullivan is a flight risk, that she'll leave Connecticut and never show up to court again.
If it's come to court, face the charges, and if she's convicted, face the rest of your life in jail or flee, I think it's a pretty simple alternative, an equation would permit her to flee.
But her attorney's making it clear Sullivan posted her bond 2 weeks ago and has no convictions on her record, claiming she's receiving threats.
There are serious safety concerns for her. If putting her in a specific area where she cannot leave will only create additional safety concerns.
The judge agreed, no house arrest, just the ankle bracelet. Prosecutors recently spoke to the victim, who's recovering in a treatment facility.
This victim is afraid. This victim lives in fear. His first question in this fear is, why is she out walking around when I was locked up in a room for 20 years?
Prosecutors say more witnesses are coming forward against stepmom Sullivan, including one of her close friends.
In the 21 years she's known this defendant, she's never spoken of a stepson. She was shocked to learn she had a stepson, and that friend was never allowed in this house.
Kimberly, how do you explain your stepson's weight and rotten teeth? Sullivan's pleading not guilty, denying every allegation of abuse, torture, and starvation, that she held her stepson captive for 20 years, but aren't explaining how the victim was a shocking 68 pounds when he was rescued. If that's the case, if she hasn't done anything, why not explain? You don't have to, but why not explain what's happening?
Because we don't have to. Because the way this works, the state has to prove those allegations. They're just allegations on paper.
Tracy Valorand is the victim's biological mother.
She should be in prison just like she kept my son. It's disgusting.
And Kimberly Sullivan will be back in court April 22nd. Meanwhile, a GoFundMe for the victim started by Safe Haven of Greater Waterbury has reached $200,000, showing everyone marketing that the support for this young man is growing worldwide. My name is Dylan Fearon, and I'm checking in.
Go. Go.
This is the CHIP test, a physical fitness test for aspiring police officers and troopers.
And this is just like a starting point.
4 demanding events potential recruits need to pass to have a shot at the academies: sit-ups, push-ups, long-distance running, and sprinting. Sean Cassidy is running today's tests in North Haven.
They want some assurance that when you show up, you can begin your training right out of the gate.
Based on your gender and age, there are specific numbers and times you need to meet.
It's only difficult if you don't prepare and train for it ahead of time.
I'm in the male 20 to 29 age group. In order to pass, I have to do 38 sit-ups and 29 push-ups in a minute each, run a 1.5 miles in 12 minutes 38 seconds, and sprint 300 meters in 59 seconds or less. I'm nervous, but confident.
Give me a thumbs up if you're comfortable. You have 1 minute. Go.
I barely scraped by with the sit-ups, 40 when I needed 38. And as you can see, I struggled with the push-ups at the end. Needed 29, hit 29. It's a generous 29, but we move on. One of the most difficult parts about the CHIP test is the minimal break in between events, just a few minutes. Potential recruits are expected to run 15 laps around this track for 1.5 miles, but you don't want to go out too fast. You'll need some energy for the final sprint. I survived the long distance with 2 minutes to spare. Now I'm just 300 meters away from passing the CHIP test.
Go.
About a minute later, The running was tough, really tough. It's hot, and it's a lot longer than you think. I think I did pretty well, but we got to go find out. You never know till you know, so let's go check.
Okay, Dylan.
All right.
Looks like you passed everything here.
Yes. Somehow I passed the chip test. Aspiring trooper Andre Hamilton passed too. He prepared for weeks.
Obviously, you want to protect and serve, and you want to make a difference in your community.
68% of applicants passed the chip test, according to Cassidy. Now Andre and I are one step closer to the State Police Academy. The next challenge is meeting with detectives inside the polygraph unit in Meriden.
How you doing? This is Dylan Fearon from Channel 3 here for my polygraph test, please.
Detective Chris Parasow gives me a 17-page questionnaire asking for specifics about my background, education, and potential criminal history. Parasow reviews the questionnaire and prepares my polygraph test.
I want you to ask yourself, okay, am I being as honest and accurate with this answer as possible?
He hooks me up to all the gadgets and gizmos.
Lean forward for me. Perfect.
Activity sensors to record any movement.
How does this feel?
Good. Tubes around my chest to record respiration activity.
This is going to go on your middle finger.
He'll be monitoring my blood pressure, sweat glands, and pulse line. Detective Parasow asks me a series of questions establishing how I react when I'm telling the truth and when I'm lying.
Do you sometimes drink water?
Yes.
But then come the tough questions, the reason potential recruits take the polygraph test.
Are you now withholding any information about your involvement in a crime against a person?
No.
After passing, I'm sent downstairs to interview with Detective Brett Atmore. He's in the Background Investigations Unit. First, he takes my picture.
Perfect. I'd start with your thumb.
And submits my fingerprint into the state police system.
All right, Dylan, you've got all the documents that we talked about?
You need to bring 24 key documents, including your birth certificate, social security card, and college transcripts. Detective Atmore asks me 200 questions during a 2-hour interview.
Have you ever been detained by law enforcement or a military police officer?
No.
Detectives will also speak to your family, previous employers, even your neighbors, to vet you as much as possible. So if the interview goes well and the background check is smooth, your application will get sent to the Selections Management Committee. The committee will look at everything and decide which applicants should get a job offer and head to the police academy in January. Don't forget, applications are due May 30th. Good luck.